What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FUT draft video. Today we're going to go for, once again, the 11 Nations FUT Draft Challenge. Let's go for the 4-5-1 for a change, why not? I was going to do the no links wasted challenge today. I started recording it, and it just wasn't a challenge. I basically built a Premier League team with a couple of icons, and that was it. That's as far as I got. So it was easy to get the no links wasted. And so I was just like, yep, I'm not doing that. It was boring for me, which means it would have been boring for you. However, one of the drafts that I've been doing recently that I have enjoyed is the 11 Nation FUT Draft Challenge. It's been made a little bit easier right here by me getting lots of Premier League players again with lots of different nationalities. Juan Mata coming in there as well. But it's going to start getting a bit tricky, I'm sure, once we get into the bench and reserves. Do we have a Frenchman yet? No, we don't. So we can put in Digne just there, just fine. Strong links to Bernardo as well, which is very nice. We can also take Socrates. I mean, in essence, this is also pretty unchallenging. Now, we do have an Englishman, but I will still take Bobby Moore because we'll take... Was it Sermon that I took? We'll take him out. We can also put in Valencia. This is just as bad as the no links wasted challenge. We've ultimately put in a full Premier League team. Now, we do have two dual nationalities. We have two Englishmen and two Brazilians. So we are going to have to change that. There's one change, but we now have two Spaniards with David De Gea going in. So that doesn't necessarily help all that much. However, Davinson Sanchez is very nice. We can pop him in, and then we could pop more in to the centre midfield role. So Juan Mata, at the moment, is the only duplicate player that we would consider having to get rid of. And again, it just means that we're in a full Premier League setup. I kept Bernard. I think I'd prefer Socrates. I think we'll lose some chemistry with Socrates there. And we can gain some of it back right there. So we still need to get rid of either David De Gea or Juan Mata, but the draft is actually coming on a little bit now. Now, can we get... So we already have a Frenchman, so we can't take Thauvin or Mbappe for the team. We could take Visca. He wouldn't get chemistry. We'll take Thauvin for the rating. There we go. That's basically just done it, hasn't it? So we're down to 97 chemistry. So other than chemistry now, we've got our full squad. We can also take Gary Lineker. We can't use Gary Lineker again because we already have the English Bobby Moore in there. That one doesn't matter for the Silvers. Moving swiftly on. We'll take Leroy Sané as well. And the German fits in perfectly. Gives us a chem boost. We can also pop De Bruyne back in there and take out Socrates, which is going to give us a higher overall rating for the squad, which is nice. Let me just double check. Argentina, Germany, Belgian, Brazilian, Egyptian, Danish, French, English, Colombian, Ecuadorian, and Spanish. So we don't have any dupes there. So it's pretty much just about rating from this point onwards. Can we hit ourselves another couple of big players to put on that bench? If yes, great. I think what we got before, I think our highest rated 11 Nations challenge so far has been a 192. So already on a 190 for our first draft here, and probably sticking at a 190. In fact, definitely sticking at a 190. So there you go. My first draft is coming in at a 190. It was a little bit easier there as well because it was mostly Premier League play. Well, 9 Premier League players and 2 icons. So I'm hoping that it won't be so comfortable next time around, and I'm hoping we can break our record of 192. And of course, if you guys want to get involved, follow me on Twitter, tweet me your team, your draft, or on Instagram DMs as well. That is the first one done. Let's move on to draft number 2. All right, guys, into draft number 2. Let's see if we can beat the 190 and, of course, the 192. What formation? Oh, the 4-5-1 attack is a brilliant formation for high-rated drafts. In my opinion, probably the best. It just suits all needs. And we will start with Captain Ronaldinho. Does take out a big nation early on. So obviously if we get like Prime R9 now or something like that, we didn't, don't worry. Now, interestingly enough, I'm actually not opposed to taking Diagne. it would require at least one icon here, again in the cam roll, which isn't looking very likely. But even if we put him on the bench as a 93 rated, that's not too bad either. But here we go. Give us that icon. We didn't get the icon. See, this is where that Ronaldinho kind of screws us a little bit, because there's just pointless taking Neymar to put him in the team. Now, obviously, with who we've got available here, I'm going to take Neymar anyway, because he's nice and high rated to go onto the bench. But yeah, for that team, it's pretty dead. Now, if we take Visca, we are one Turkish League cam away from being in a great spot. Promes and Gnabry. I'm going to take Serge Gnabry. It's probably a bad move, actually, because if we do get one of the good German right-backs, they're German, so they're kind of pointless. This draft, although higher rated by looks of things than what we were having previously, isn't really working out very well for anything else. Can't really use him. Let's take João Moutinho and let's try and build into a Premier League backline here. Mohamed Salah, very nice indeed for the, again, the Egyptian going in there. In at centre-back, we're going to have Virgil van Dijk. It's not his best card. I can't take that Fabinho. We've already got way too many Brazilians floating around. Next centre-back spot, Christensen's a good one. Links to Connolly as well there. I could have taken the English centre-back, but I didn't. And then last but not least, again, I can't even take Ederson because I already have two other Brazilians and there's no way I'm removing Ronaldinho. So we'll take Ter Stegen. I know we're already... So we now have two Brazilians, two Germans, and only 70 chemistry. So we've got a lot of work to get on with here. That's tough. That is tough. We're not going to have a goalkeeper that's going to work. We're going to need to get a La Liga defender. So, if we take Jimenez, it's just not the one. Trent's got to be the one here, hasn't he? Trent's got to be the one. He's a massive upgrade to Connolly. Swap the two centre-backs around and gain some more chemistry, which is nice. We just need to get... Damn, see, now PK is interesting. Going to take PK. Havard works. Soft links to Gnabry. But we lose out on more. I'm going to take PK. I know we don't gain any chemistry just yet off of PK. Sigurdsson is brilliant. Sigurdsson allows us to get rid of Neymar. And give a little chem boost in there. And Seri's not bad either. Neither is Valencia. Valencia is actually fantastic for it because it's the right mid version. So again, we get a little chem boost in there. Now PK, again, doesn't really work for chemistry. I mean, we already have a Portuguese player, but you can't not... I don't even care who else was there. 99 Ronaldo pops so rarely. We can't take Rashford because we've got Trent. We can take Correa and put in Ronaldo and Correa. And then we would just have to take out João Moutinho, which wouldn't even be that much of a problem. Let's pop Correa in there. Let's pop Ronaldo up there. And let's focus on two things now. Number one, getting rid of João Moutinho. And number two, replacing Pozuelo. Well, we can replace him straight away with Sigurdsson. So, pretty much, the only thing we need to do is replace João Moutinho. And maybe get a goalkeeper so that we don't have Ter Stegen in there. And we're going to get Hector Bellerin. If we could put Bellerin in goal, it would give us 3 bonus chem points. Do we have a Spanish player? We don't. Or we could take, for example, Alexis Sanchez, put him at left wing, put Ronaldinho at cam. That wouldn't really help too much either. Or we could take Cesc Fabregas instead of João Moutinho, because it's the Premier League version. And that puts us up to 93 chemistry, 90 rated, maybe even 91 rated, with 4 picks to go. What I kind of really need is a Premier League goalkeeper. That would be ideal. We're not going to get it. We're just going to take Marquinhos there. Pop him in instead of Pozuelo. Does that put us to a 91? That does. So, save for a different striker or a different goalkeeper. We could be in a good spot here. Do we have a Frenchman in the team? No, Vertout could be quite good. It'd give and get the same chemistry as what Sigurdsson has. But Valencia would lose some chem. But we could then put Sigurdsson in goal, which would... No, it wouldn't gain us any chem anymore, would it? The centre-backs are on 10. No, I don't think it really makes all that much difference here. Yeah, we just lose chem by having him there. Fair enough. 2 picks to go, guys. I don't know if we're going to get the chemistry on this one, sadly. We get a Senjo. Doesn't really help. Hernandez doesn't help. Mario Gaspar and Karim Benzema. Doesn't help. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba could be... Nope, doesn't help because I can't use PK if I take him because then we'd have 2 Spanish. And so the last pick here, guys, is going to be... Javier Zanetti, the Argentinian. We already have an Argentinian. That's brutal. That is brutal. So, sadly, no chemistry on this one. Decently rated. I think it's going to come in at a 9.2 in the end. No, just a 9.1. I don't think we have any duplicate nationalities. And I just don't think that there's any way we can do anything better. Like, we can't use Neymar because of Ronaldinho. We can't use João Moutinho because of Ronaldo unless we just put João Moutinho in and take Ronaldo out. We have a Premier League player that we could put in there. No, not even. So that is a bit more chemistry. Oh no, we'd have to take Ronaldo out. Which we can't do. We don't have anyone to replace him with. Just can't put Jonas in either because of Ronaldinho. Could put Diagne up there. And that loses even more chemistry. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. So we pretty much can't complete this one here, guys. We just didn't get the scope of players. So I get a miracle manager here. We go 9-3, 9-3, 9-3, 9-4, and 9-4. So 91 rated, 94 chemistry. Let's move on to draft number 3 and see if we can get 100 chem and a few more rating points. I will be right back. All right, guys, the third and final attempt. So we had a good 190. Let's go for the 4-3-3 attack. Very few links, so it'd be easy to get a few other bits and bobs in here. Might start with Lewandowski because Ribéry and Robben pop quite a lot here. I know it's not his team of the season version. Go with Wele. Why not? Come on, give me that I am Robben flashback. I'll take Luis Figo. It's not bad. A good icon allows us to have quite a lot of freedom in this right-hand side over here. Obviously, we can't take João Cancelo, but Serge Aurier is a fantastic player to get there. Obviously from Ireland, so doesn't have many people to link to him. And Clarence Seedorf can come in hot there. The Dutchman, very nicely done indeed. Wait. I don't remember that Pulisic man of the match card. Is that new? How can it be? No, it's not new. Mane is the newest player, man of the match Mane from... I just don't recall that player. That's crazy, isn't it? I'm going to take Boateng over Pulisic because of Jordi Alba and oh, yeah. Do I already have an Italian? I do. Already have an Italian from Parma as well, no less. Well, hopefully all the dead picks are out of the way now and we can go and get some good players. There we go. So, choices here. Gerard Piqué, strong links to Boateng, which is genuinely why I took Boateng, because there's so many good links for him. Virgil van Dijk would obviously link nicely over on that right-hand side towards Serge Aurier, which would allow us a good Premier League setup. Koulibaly is so high rated, and DeGene might be the best choice because it's going to be hard to get a La Liga left back unless we get Marcelo. Marcelo would be ideal. And then I would have preferred a Premier League player here. Can't really take Chiellini. Can take Lukaku. He does soft link to the centre mid. And then in goal. See, this is the problem with the Spaniards. That's the problem with the defenders, really, isn't it? We need Yashin. Yashin would be a big save here. No pun intended. Jan Oblak's not bad either. He'll get some chemistry, and we can now really force La Liga down that left-hand side and Premier League down the right-hand side. Ooh, Fabinho. Do we have a Brazilian? We don't. Fabinho would be nice because then a Premier League centre mid would really just finish off that central side. But Lala is really high rated. I'm gonna take Fabinho. We're gonna pop him in there, and we're gonna get rid of the Italian where possible. I guess we just take Blind for the rating. No point going for anyone else there. All right, Sigurdsson is exactly what we needed. Again, we get 8 chem boost off of him. So just getting literally Marcelo and then somebody else on that left-hand side from La Liga. We can't really take Parejo. Can't take Nani. Biglia is irrelevant. But Bruno is probably the best one to take for that rating. Well, I wish I could take 2 from this setup because I would take Salah and Eusebio. Because then Salah would replace Figo. And Eusebio would obviously go in that cam spot. Sorry, that striker spot. If I take Eusebio, that's fine in a regard because we could put Eusebio at cam, Seedorf at centre mid, and it would give us way more chemistry. We would just have to remove Figo and replace him with a Premier League right mid. Alternatively, we could just take Mohamed Salah, put him at right wing, and then put Figo at left wing. And it would give us a bit more chemistry, but we're passing up on a 94 Eusebio for an 88 Salah, who lowers the rating of the team. I've got to take Eusebio. I can't not take him. I know we can't use him right now. There's that Ian Robben card I was looking for. It doesn't help us immediately. We do that, and then that. That's 83 chem. Obviously with Figo it would go up more, but we can't use him now. A little bit more chemistry like that. Oh, we can't use Robben anyway because we have Seedorf. That's a rip. It'd be better if I go back in for Figo then, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's tough. I completely forgot about Seedorf. Ah, that's why it gets tricky. Oh my god. Now we get Johan Cruyff. So another Dutchman. Another high-rated card. Why can't I get this kind of luck when I'm trying to do a high-rated draft? Why, you know, what harm would it do? Neymar doesn't really serve much purpose. Jordi Alba we can't use because he's Spanish. Neymar we can't use because he's Brazilian. El Shaarawy just doesn't link to anyone. We'll take El Shaarawy anyway. Come on, give me a good icon. Riyad Mahrez is very nice, isn't he? Because we'll take Mahrez. We'll pop him up at that left cam spot, and then we'll swap those two around. That puts us up to 87 chemistry. We could get like Bernardo Silva. That would be good for chem. Mane's... Ooh, hold on. Is Naby Keita decent here? No, he doesn't actually give any bonus chemistry. He doesn't give any bonus chemistry. We would gain 1 point just for the position. But that's it. We could take Mane and put him at striker. It would be about the same for chemistry. Could take Kolasinac, or we could take Hernandez, which is probably the smart choice. Because we don't have a Frenchman, and he's brilliant for chemistry. So with 1 pick to go, we kind of need a Premier League striker. We didn't get one. I don't think we can do anything with this. We can put Cruyff in. It loses a chem point. Obviously, it's high rated, mind you, but yeah, I just don't think we could do much more with this, I'm afraid, guys. Do we have another Premier League midfielder? No. If we did, we could have put in... Such a shame that the icons are 2 Portuguese and 2 Dutch, and that Robben as well is. Because otherwise, what we could do is, like, you know, obviously if we was doing something that had nothing to do with... nothing to do with the actual challenge, we'd be able to put that together. And that's a pretty cool team. It's not ideal again. But yeah, I guess so. There you go, guys. We was unable... We got a lot of icons there, but we was unable to... get better than a 190 on this occasion. The first draft was a 190, and after that it was just a couple of like high chem but not perfect chem drafts. That is going to be the end of the challenge for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to do a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out.